Hello everyone, this is Alex Floyd with the Catawba County Library System, and we welcome you to our Quick Start video guide to AncestryLibrary.com. This video is intended for those of you who have little or no experience using the website. The website is user-friendly and offers many great features to help you use the site effectively. If your computer skills are limited, this will not be a problem. Just let us know and we will be happy to assist you. Now let's get started with our tour. Let's begin with the home page. On the home page, we can choose to begin searching. Click on the button, Begin Searching, and you will bring up the search page. The first box will enable you to do a general search and get results from the many diverse collections on the website. You can explore by location by selecting from the USA, Africa, Asia, Europe, North America, Oceania, and South America. The blue icons on the map indicate available collections. By using the map, we can check North Carolina and see that there are 182 collections available for the state. By zooming in, we can see the number of collections available for the individual counties. You can select different states from the list below the map. Click on North Carolina, and you will get a list of the collections in the North Carolina database, beginning with North Carolina death certificates 1909 to 1976. Returning to the search page, we can see a list of special collections listed by category, with the most commonly used databases shown below. These categories include birth, marriage, and death, census and voter lists, immigration and travel, military, schools, directories, and church histories, tax, criminal, land, and wills, reference, dictionaries, and almanacs, stories and publications, and photos and maps. You can also view these in the card catalog by clicking on this button. Returning to the home page, we have links to the U.S. Federal Census records, vital records, military records, and immigration records. Quick links to collections are available at the bottom of the page. These include links to public member trees and various other collections. If you wish to search a particular U.S. Census year, you can use the links in the lower right corner to select the individual year. If you'd like to receive records at home, there is a link to a YouTube instructional video here at the top of the page. Let's now look at the Search tab. We can use the drop-down menu and see the links to the various collections listed there, including all categories, census and voter lists, birth, marriage, and death, military, immigration and travel, and the card catalog. Selecting all categories will bring up the search page, which will generate results from multiple collections. You can explore by location, as we saw previously. For the USA, you can select from the map or the list of states below. Selecting North Carolina will bring up a list of the 182 collections available for the state. If you click on See More about North Carolina, this provides the North Carolina Family History Research page with the different collections, history, and resources. The search button is located on the page, along with a box for selecting another state or region. You can also narrow by region, which will allow you to search various individual county collections. The next collection on our menu is Census and Voter Lists. Clicking here will bring up the Census and Voter List page with a search box that will produce results from the different sets of records contained in this collection. Below, there is a box with information about the collection. You can narrow your search by category, including the U.S. Federal Census Collection, the UK Census Collection, the Canadian Census Collection, and censuses from the 1700s to the 1900s. You can also select featured data collections such as the 1940 U.S. Federal Census, the Australian Electoral Rolls, and the U.S. Indian Census Rolls. The third choice on our search menu is birth, marriage, and death. You can bring up the birth, marriage, and death page with this general search box. A box below provides collection information. You can also narrow by category, which offers the choices of birth, baptism and christening, marriage and divorce, and death, burial, cemetery, and obituaries. Featured data collections here include the U.S. Social Security Death Index and birth, marriage, and death indexes from England and Wales. Our fourth choice is the military collection. You can bring up the military records page with a search box and collection information. If you wish to narrow by category, you can choose from draft, enlistment and service, casualties, soldier, veteran, and prisoner rolls and lists, pension records, histories, awards and decorations of honor, news, disciplinary actions, and photos. The featured data collections can be extremely helpful, such as the U.S. World War I draft registration cards, the World War II draft registration cards, and U.S. Civil War soldiers. For more military collections, you can use the card catalog button at the bottom of the box. If you click on the fifth choice in the menu, Immigration and Travel, this will pull up its own page. Like the others, it has a search box and collection information. Narrowing by category will give you a choice of informative collections like passenger lists, citizenship and naturalization records, border crossings and passports, crew lists, immigration and immigration books, and ship pictures and descriptions. The featured data collections here could be very enlightening for the researcher. These include New York passenger and crew lists, U.S. border crossings from Canada to the U.S., U.S. passport applications, and U.S. naturalization records. The final selection, and the largest collection, of course, is the card catalog. This will enable you to select and search any of the 10,401 collections available on AncestryLibrary.com. These can be sorted by the date added, database title, date updated, and by record count. Collections can be searched by title and keyword. The card catalog can also be filtered by collection with 12 different types. Each type has a total number of databases listed with it, such as birth, marriage, and death, with over 1,000 available. You can also filter the card catalog by location. The 10 locations shown include Asia, with 76 collections, all the way to Canada, Europe, North America, and the USA, with over 1,000 collections available for each. It is also possible to filter by dates, either by century, the 1600s through the 1900s, or by decade, the 1600s through the 1990s. Let's take a look now at the next feature of the website, the message boards. According to the website, this feature offers the world's largest online genealogy community, with over 25 million posts on more than 198,000 boards. The first box allows a user to search for content in message boards by using names or keywords. You can use a standard or advanced search here. The second box enables the user to find a board about a specific topic. You can search for either a surname or a topic. Surnames can also be searched alphabetically from this box. You can also search by category by using the third box. The categories are divided into localities and topics. With the localities, we can begin with Australia, Canada, the United Kingdom and Ireland, the United States, and Western Europe. The number of subcategories and boards are shown. It is also possible to select more localities categories, including Africa, Asia, Central America, North and South America, Western Europe, and other areas. Topics categories begin with cemeteries and tombstones, genealogy software, immigration, military, and research resources. Like the localities, the number of subcategories and boards are listed. You can choose more topics categories, including adoptions, DNA research, ethnic and race, genealogy software, organizations and societies, and research resources. A large number of topics boards can be accessed from here, including causes of death, loyalists, name origins, obituaries, shipwrecks, and transcribed records. The number of threads and messages and the dates of the last posts are shown. We'll now take a tour of the Learning Center. This offers a great variety of research aids and maps. Let's begin with the research aids. The first box provides guides on getting started. There are links to 3 guides here: Ancestry Ann's Top 10 Search Tips, Creating Timelines that Produce Answers, and Ancestry DNA 101, The Insider's Guide to DNA. The Census box has links to 4 guides: 10 census tips, 10 census questions that lead to more answers, Follow your family using census records, and 5 steps beyond, the 1910 census. The third box, Beyond the Basics, offers guides to using more types of records, including using religious records, Guide to Searching for Death Records, 5 Military Favorites, Cemetery Research Primer, and Black Sheep, 10 Things to Know. In the Immigration box, you can access the guides Finding Your Immigrant Ancestors, 10 Things to Know About Passenger Lists, Finding Your Irish Ancestors in the U.S. and Ireland, and Finding Your Ancestors from the U.K. and Ireland. The Military box will give you 4 guides, including Tips for Success, Military Records, Your Family Tree in the American Revolution, Find Your Civil War Ancestor, and Find Them in World War II. For tips on ethnic research, you can use the guides for African American family research, Finding Your Swedish Ancestors, Finding Your German Ancestors, Finding Your Canadian Ancestors, and Native American research. Returning to the top of the page, we will continue with the second half of the research aids, the Maps section. Clicking on Maps will bring up the page entitled U.S. Research Guides and Other Resources. For examples of the resources this page can provide, we will click on North Carolina. This gives us a map of North Carolina entitled The Counties and County Seats of North Carolina. Information on missing federal census records for North Carolina appears below the map. To the left of the map, there are links to 7 guides for North Carolina research. The first, the North Carolina Research Guide, is a detailed and informative 5-page guide. This covers the state's history, significant dates, census records, vital records, military records, other collections, help and advice, and other state resources. Clicking on the other 6 guides will take you to the Ancestry Family History Wiki provided by RootsWeb. These excellent articles will provide you with a great deal of detailed information on these 6 subject areas. The 5th section of AncestryLibrary.com, Charts and Forms, offers you downloadable charts and forms that will help you organize your research. You can download an ancestral chart, an essential tool for collecting vital information on a person, their parents, grandparents, and great-grandparents. Another form is the Research Extract, which enables the collection of information from sources which cannot be copied or not easily accessed. The Family Group Sheet is also available on this page. This worksheet will help you collect and organize information on ancestors and their families. The Research Calendar will enable you to keep track of the sources you have searched and the results. A correspondence record is also available, which allows the user to keep track of dates, addresses, purposes, replies, and results. The Source Summary form will help a researcher maintain a record of their sources, including dates, microfilm numbers, call numbers, names and publishing dates, types of information, results, and file numbers. Blank census forms can also be downloaded here. These enable a researcher to extract and enter family information into columns with legible headings. The U.S. Census forms for the years 1790 through 1940 are available, as well as the 1890 Veteran Schedule and the 1850 and 1850 Slave Schedules. UK census forms are also available for the years 1841 to 1911. A varied assortment of Canadian census forms can be downloaded. These include forms in English and French and forms for New Brunswick and Nova Scotia. The census years include 1851, 1901, 1906, and 1911. The last tab, New Collections, will return you to the card catalog page. For new collections, you can use the Sort By drop-down menu on the right side of the page and select Date Added. In the results list, the Activity column will show New for the new titles. Moving your mouse arrow over the collection link will bring up a box containing the title, publishing date, the date of update, and a brief description of the collection. If you wish to see which collections have been updated, you can select Date Updated from the drop-down menu. The updated collections will be indicated by Updated in the Activity column. We recommend checking the new collections periodically if you plan to use AncestryLibrary.com regularly. You never know what fascinating collection will be added. The next one just might answer a question or solve a mystery for you. This brings us to the close of our Quick Start video guide. We hope that it has provided an informative and useful tour of AncestryLibrary.com. We encourage you to visit our branches and make use of this fantastic free resource, which can provide you with a wealth of information that will enhance and expand your family research. Thanks for viewing and enjoy your searching.